Thank God. Woo! Thank God we're all alive. And for Him to give us an eternal life. So thank Him. It's November 6th, 2025. Seasons are changing. Where I'm at, it's obviously getting colder. And the clock structure has changed. So God bless you all for us living this glorious life. And I appreciate every one of you guys. But more importantly, so does God. He appreciates you fulfilling each one of your lives. Because you all came here for a specific purpose and to fulfill. Okay? So I'm happy for all you guys. And I'm happy to be here. So good morning, Journey with Carrie. What an interesting name. Hello, Rick. How are you? Oh, I smell burning wood. I think burning wood. It's one of my favorite things to smell. So, God wants you to enjoy your life. He wants us to fulfill Him. And He wants us to think of Him and do it for Him. To do it for life. To do it for all of life. Whether you're creating music, jam, He wants you to not do it for you. He wants you to do it for life. For everyone. Okay, so we're living life. We're meant to actually be happy and enjoy our lives. Okay? What we ultimately do as a career or work, if you even do that, it should be also a thing we enjoy. Because if you don't enjoy it, and you don't love it, then simply you're not going to enjoy or love your life. And also, you're not going to do it wholeheartedly. If you're not going to actually even try, more importantly, actually waste your time, why even do it at all? Hello, sick dog. Hello, MK. Check out your music. You're gonna have to remind me later about that. Yeah. Hello, West Side. So we just went over. We're supposed to enjoy your life. If there's aspects you don't like in your life, that's because there's stuff that you actually prefer to do, and to prefer to think. So you actually need to go do that and think about that. Hello from Kenya. If I cut your beard, yeah, that's not happening. I got offers way higher than that. Edits, resi edits. Yeah, way higher. The joke is the life. Your life. Everything's funny. When you feel the life inside of you, it's funny. It's a funny thing to feel your life. Also, when you see life, it's kind of funny. And you can see all of life as funny. Why would you settle for less? Why would you settle for something else? Okay. Hello, Stefan. My beard looks fake. Well, that's the first time I've ever heard that. Maybe that it's just got so real that it looks so real that it's actually now looking fake, real fake. I also do have on like a hat. The jacket matches the hat, and it kind of like looks like it all just came together, right? Hello, Jay McDonald. You want to know something? My best friend since 2 years old, up to my 20s, his last name was McDonald. Hello to see you, McDonald. Pigeons. Hello, Samurai Jack. Pigeons work for the CIA. I simply don't care. It's not even that I care about it. Thanks. It's that I simply don't think about it. So how can it bother me? Yeah. Something only bothers you when you think about it. But if you have enough focus and will, you can control your whole mind. And even if you practice enough, you can actually do anything through your mind. Good morning, Lord, be with us. There's no God. You're insane. JM works. No one's acting crazy. If you think this is crazy, you haven't even seen nothing yet, even a piece of me. Hello, Falcon. Yeah. The only person that's watching me is just a bunch of me's. It's me watching me. And then there's the all-seeing eye, which is God. God is always watching all of us. And then I'm seeing it too. So it's also me. Other than that, everything proceeds after that. The milk in the box. Hello, Brian Dugan. Thank you to Anon, California. I hope you have the best day of your life. I appreciate you all. We're blowing up. And it's just not me. It's you. It's together. I have a chicken that looks like a pigeon, actually. And you can tell them pigeons that I said, bok, bok. Yeah. I love these claws. I simply don't think about them. So you think about them more than I think about them. So think about that equation. Yeah. Hello, Honky Digital. AI is always watching us too. Thank you. Because I simply don't think about them, Roman King. And once they get so long, they just cut off. Yeah. Thanks for the question. Also, you obviously don't know this, but I'll break it down for you. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl, but if you ever get one, you might have had one, but you probably never actually did this. Grow out your nails just a little bit. This isn't why I do it, but when you give them a scratch, that's why they like it. So there's a positive for you, or a reason, but there's simply no reason, really. It's just happening. I am AI, yeah. We are all AI watching the real world, yeah. Who cares about AI? There's nothing to stop doing DP. You're just identifying objects. Truly an inspiration. Yeah. were just there. Most of them were plants. And I'm not against anything. But then you put a name to them. It's your naming them that's the problem. Okay? Because else they were just there. Whatever you look at as demoralizing, derogatorizing with drugs, you got to understand it's not what society thinks about them. It's what you, the peanut-sized brain that you think you are, what you think about them, what you detach to them. The meaning is always what you attach to it. And if you ever try to shame anybody or call them guilty, you're no better. In fact, you're a lot worse. That's actually one of the worst sins you can do. Hello, E-Cuter. Chillest man alive, Hannah. So chill, I don't even feel the cold. Nah. Where does that hand gesture keep doing mean? It's just means all the love to the people. Thank God. And thank God for this moment. Yeah. It's to thank God and everything in this world. All at one time. What's happening? Fizz, make a colon sound. Caca, caca. I like making animal sounds. What's happening in these chats is that shallow materialistic people cast judgment. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's paying attention, just the truth. Yeah. And if they don't, well, simple for them. Yeah. Anything that you cast is simply in your mind. You want someone else to agree with you, but no one will ever completely agree with you. It's simply your thought. It's in your mind. It has nothing to do with anything or anybody outside of you. Again, you're the one thinking it. And materialistic people, again, it's because they objectify things in their head. Yeah. Everyone wants the same thing. And everyone wants to feel their life. You are already it. It's actually outside of your mind. It's your living being. It's your living presence. I was called to do this. And it's the best feeling in the world. I appreciate you, Brian Dugan. You live longer if you mind your own business. That's true. Yeah. That's a nice way to be funny, Wonger 99. If God is all, IQ isn't knowledge. Okay. Re- really came up with something right there. The illusion of time falls within the spectrum of the universe. Okay, McDoob. I have one big point, but we'll go over the prerequisite before we get into it. It's that nothing matters. Nothing matters. Everything was here before you came into living. Everything was already there. It was already happening. So, the only thing that really matters is how much love you show. How much love you show to God. Outside of that, it's all illusion. It's all baloney at the deli. The cheap kind. Because everything else is just the created problem. And what you really want is the best feeling in the world. It's to feel the love inside of you. The more love you give, the more you simply get. And the more you feel love. So anything that's not love, you can disregard it. Because anything that's not love, whatever you hate, resist, sad about, you're actually trying to get back to love. So you can just let go of all that. You don't like it anyway. And you can go straight for love. Again, nothing matters. That looked like a Van Gogh painting. The only thing that matters is how much love are you giving? How much love do you feel? Yeah. Spreading the gospel. There's no one to shame, Michael. Michelangelo. What a name. I'm not gonna shut up. You should, though. Because then you could actually listen. There's no meds to take. God bless you, Christian. You're not a sinner. That's good. Don't ever call yourself a sinner. He's a new ager. There's no such thing. It's always been the same time period. The Earth's energy just switches. God condones slavery. So what? Do you have a problem with that? For free. I already have the biggest inner peace you'll ever find. And the biggest heart. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if you see the Morons mugshot on the news. Okay. Well, I wouldn't be surprised that you said something like that. What's up, boss? I would be surprised if I seen my own mugshot, and I would giggle at it. I would still feel peace inside of me. The biggest peace. Enough peace to end the war in Israel and Palestine. That's how much peace. And I would still feel my life inside of there. And I'd still feel love. Thank you, Warning System of Ohio. Hello, Cateree. I'm perfect. There's nowhere for me to go. And I'm still going to be this perfect. Yeah, the people want to act that way. They would actually see me and it actually hit them in the head. Like they got hit by a hammer. And they would actually realize something. Just because you're on the internet doesn't mean you're still not in your head. Hello, handsome. Rashida. Thank you. Warning System Ohio. Greetings from UK. Hello. Georgian lover. Yeah, the UV angel, yeah. I'm busting all myths. I'm tearing down the whole world. Yeah, just to rebuild a new one. So everyone can quit complaining. My beard looks quite attractive. Well, someone earlier in the chat said it didn't. They told me to cut it. So who should I believe? Hello, June Blaze. Hello, Distractions from Valor. Hello, Jay West Bay. How's my day going? It's going perfect because I'm always going to be in this body. I'm always going to be right here. When you die, you're still going to be right here. You've been told you're going to go somewhere. You're only going to go what's going on, spinning on in your mind. The truth is, which I shouldn't say this, you take this with you. That's why it's here right now. And that's what was before you came into the body. Yeah, what's up, New Jersey? The algorithm is working for me. That's nice, Angel. I just turned 31, Rashida. I don't know if that's a male or female name. So it's all mustache, yeah. But it's all just being itself. It's being its cuddly self. Yeah. And women love it. Guys do too. But I don't. They can keep that. And that's for them. It's like a caterpillar. Yeah. But I'm just perfect because I get to be here with you guys. Life is actually perfect. If you did do sins, we're actually meant to get past those sins. We're not meant to be a sinner forever. We're meant, because our life, if you feel it right now, you'll actually see that everything is perfect. Every thought, you make it perfect. Yeah, don't fear the evil of the day. Thanks for the question. Stand tall. Yeah, we're standing against all BS. And we're also standing against the people who beat around the bush. In fact, look, bush right here. Okay. Am I spiritual? I'm just simply feeling God right now. I'm feeling the very life that I am. My beanie, yeah. I had to throw on the Muji beanie, and then I'm set to go. If you know who Muji is. Just look at making it look maintain. Yeah, but maybe I wasn't trying to make it look maintain. I wanted to look like a man that escaped the zoo. If he was like actually caged in there. Okay. Like my name is Nicholas Cage. And yeah, I'm going to have someone do a bunch of stuff to it. I simply don't have time. And I simply just don't care. Nor do I know how to twist it in braids and do certain things. And to further expand on that, it's just easier when someone else does it. Yeah. So, how's it going? $31 gone 50. What does it matter? Hello, Christ follower. Hello, Northern California. Rashida, it's a female name. Yeah. But it's not that though. It's Rashida. Sometimes people pose as certain names. Sometimes it's just a username. And you never know when there's going to be a troll walking by. You know, trolls love to stick around. I do sins, not tragedies. Thank you, Christ follower. Yeah, evil's when you feel bad. That's when you've done evil. That's what a true sin is when you feel bad and when you think bad. Because you're going against yourself. You're going against your life. Your natural life, just as a kid. You still have the spirit of it. It's actually positive. It's actually excitement and happiness. So ask yourself, why are you not happy? Why are you not excited? Just about anything you want to be excited about. And why are you not feeling the positivity that's coming off of you? It's already there. Yeah. Hello, Lego. Mirroring the crime maxim. That's hilarious. Very clever. Must have been doing semen retention for a day or two. Dropping some expertise. Meow. Meow. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you, Luna. I've always liked the name, Luna. You're ridiculous, Lego, for saying that about Chad. Are you the son of settler or murderer? I don't really know. Yeah, and I just found out the name of Turtle Island before. Yeah. Probably a little bit of everything. Thank you, Gaber. God loves you all. You can feel it coming off of your life. That is God Himself. And I love all you guys too. Yeah. Love is always around you. You just have to tap into it. It's the feel of your life. Thank you, Jesus. The beard is a sign of being a man. Yeah. Yeah. There's a reason I do it. But I am not going to say that till the future in a wide audience, but more likely in person. Thank you, Rashida. I like that name. It kind of has a like. Do you hear the birds? Don't worry about women worry about their parents too much. Yeah, that's because we kind of boxed them in. We made them worry about their appearance. And women been suppressed for hundreds of years. And everywhere in any culture. There's probably a few that didn't. And there were times before where everything was fine. That's a good question, Georgian lover. I'm not sure how long I've been. You know, I love Jesus. I love love. And I'm in support of anything that's good. Yeah. And I'm against anything that's bad. Yeah. Because it's not that I'm even against the bad. I know how it feels. And anything that feels bad, which is it's the same thing as evil. It sucks to feel that. So we have to understand if someone feels bad, they're just going to be not right in the head. That's why. They feel bad. And we have to realize that even through thinking, wow, that sucks. And we don't want them to feel that. Okay, so we have to have sympathy, sympathizing, and compassion, like Jesus. But we need to install it in us. Okay? So I believe in Jesus as a real person. And as He was once God. Next to Ohio. Hello, Pixel. The most beautiful woman I ever met was 10,000 BC and beyond. That's true, Falcon. I'm sleeping as I walk, Nick Marsh. So I am going to bed at the same time. How much do you make a year? Oh yeah, I'll just tell you right now. uh well, Lego, next year is probably going to be my biggest year of making money. And this year was probably one of my lowest. But before, I would say about like 30K average. 30K. It could all go all the way up to 50K. That's not anywhere from YouTube though. And I also want to say that my body has been messed up the last couple years, so I couldn't even maximize my energy and profits, no matter how hard I try. Both of our channel memberships expired. Yeah, well, Redeemer bought a bunch of people. Like, a bunch of people joined the memberships at one time. And then I just started uploading videos. Yeah. Because I was going to do that originally, but then I was like, I'm just going to release all of them for free. Yeah, there's only one God, John Steele. That's why you can't worship another god. It's everything else is an illusion. You're so handsome. Nah, you have to be kidding. I look like Jack Sparrow's like best friend. Like, I look like the next Pirate of the Caribbean. You used to beat yourself up every night? Okay. Like Fight Club? Thank you, Christ follower. Do you believe in ghosts? Oh yeah, I believe in ghosts. Oh yeah, I felt like a ghost because I basically became one. I lost all the feeling of my body for years. People that are what ghosts really are somebody that got stuck in between the transcendental stage. They didn't really go to like hell or heaven. They didn't go to the astral world. They're kind of like still mongering the earth. When we're talking respectively this earth, they are just caught up in their emotions. So a Native American could have had sadness. I've heard about seeing this before. Or it was a ghost that had kind of like an addiction to like a bar. Or some anger towards some haunted place. That's what would make it haunted. Yeah, McDubo. Yeah, taking poops are the best. Thanks for letting us all know about that. Hello, Angel. True sin is action or inaction. Not necessarily, because it could be sometimes that you have to take inaction to save your life. I'm not misleading anybody, but you can say all you want. And no one's gonna mislead me in any type of way, because I'm not following anybody. Yeah. Every time I followed anybody in my life, first of all, they lie. They didn't know. And it made me worse off. that was the lesson. And then the other people beat around the bush. But I don't really personally know these people either. Yeah. Hi from VA. I'm going to be moving around there, or going around there. Because there is only one God. Yeah. I only follow Jesus Christ. Or you could say God. The feeling of life. And which is the feeling of good. Some people just ain't no good. Yeah, because they feel bad. And they don't realize how they're feeling. Because they're too stuck in the mind. Because they're just not aware. They're not aware of how their body is feeling. They're going off their troubled mind. They're stuck in it. Hello. Yeah, thank you, Christ follower. I enjoy seeing you here. Jesus is King. Yeah. Hello, established in faith. What's your opinion on shooting stars from a biblical perspective? They're from God. And usually they mean like something's about to happen. Yeah, it's of great significance. But other than that, yeah, it's just trying to get your attention. To bring you back to seeing what you really are. A sign from God that you are made of love. Yeah. Could be a couple other things too, for sure. Yeah. All your negative energy gives your downfall. The mustache is sideways, yeah. Kinda. Create it. The similarian. That's not who they worship, John Steele, though. That's not their belief. You're casting out that belief on them. And I understand what you're saying. It's not wrong. No one's ever wrong. You always think you're right. But it's the same thing as someone with Halloween and birthdays. People have a different belief and they have a feel good from it. So if their belief is positive and it makes them feel good, then that's just what it is. Yeah. The Saturn and Deceiver. Thank you, K-Do. Settler, occupy, looter, murderers. Yeah. Same pretty much with most of the world has done to each other. It's probably you, Rashida. I don't know where you're from. The internet problem. You have proof we've been eating each other. Well, there is a thing such as cannibals. And while that may be true, it might be true. Yeah, you'd have to find out. Yeah. People have been eating each other across of times. We eat each other mentally. It doesn't even have to be the physical skin and muscle. We eat each other all the time, like a vampire. We eat at people. We eat at their life. Okay? We're always trying to get inside their head. We're always trying to control them. Okay? So there's a lot more eating going on outside of the physical. Yeah. So, yeah. And if we were eating humans in public, or eating meat of that, the public wouldn't allow it. Peace with a blessing. Turtle Island is Earth because of its true shape. Yeah, I just learned about that recently, so I learned about the name of Turtle Island, not what you said, Jay West Bay. Oh, Lego, I'm not going to be able to tell you. When I make someone wait, I make everybody wait. Yeah. It's more so of a personal thing. It's all of my hair. There's actually a purpose, and it's quite funny. But I tell everything, but if it's like super, you'll find out at a later time. Yeah. I always tell the truth. And yeah, a lot of spiritual cultures grow out. I'm scrolling to the top of the comments. Hello, Ben. My best friend. Hello, Helena. Where is the heart of Turtle Island? Marjorie. No since having as creatures with no life. Yeah, it's alright, peace of blessing. Yeah, we just have to let them be. We have to guide them to the positivity. Okay? That's what the light's meant to do. And that's what we're meant to do. I appreciate that, though. Yeah. I don't let nothing get negative to me. You have to become negative to allow that negative in. And I feel good and positive. So it simply doesn't affect me. Eat. Yeah. People can be bots too, yeah. Hello, Canada. Jesus is the only way to heaven. Amen. You follow Jesus, but don't worship him. Amen. Oh yeah, the negativity, for someone to cast out negativity, they have to already feel it. It has nothing to do with anybody. It has nothing to do with you. Before someone even comes on this live, or just whatever somebody does, if they're casting negativity at you, they already feel that. So they felt it before they even came on here. No. So it had nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with you. What's up, boss? Well, hello, Euphoria. Yeah. There's only one consciousness when you leave here. Yeah. You're the one seeing your thoughts. You're the one having your thoughts. You are actually the feel of your life, which is where we're all trying to get to. And when you are stuck in your thoughts or having a thought and you're too attached to it, it covers up the feel of your life. So then you get stuck in imagination. And it's simply not what's happening in front of you. You can feel what's happening in front of you because it's simply all the same feel. It's all the same life. Because everything is life, showing up in different forms, different structures. But if you feel the life inside of you, this is the greatest thing, the greatest knowledge. Because then you feel all of life. That's all right. Nice glasses.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for giving me a little. Hello, handsome. I think you guys are just pulling my tags now. Yeah. The negativity that you cast out, you get it automatically. Our life is a feeling-based reality. Okay? It's not actually, like, it has nothing to do with your thoughts. Your thoughts are just a thought. And people get too caught up in them. And then you lose the best feeling. This is the God-given life. This is what you're always trying to feel. You'll never get this from somebody else. So making love to someone, you're actually just trying to remind yourself, oh, this is how I feel. The love inside of me. It's inside of me. When you're with somebody that's completely aware and established in this love, then this can be an entrance way for you to come in it. There's only a few people on this earth that can remain and are in this. So it's very conductive to you. Okay? And most people, it's already there, but I'm just reminding you. I have techniques to bring you there. And I'm also guiding you. We're all guiding each other. Because we're all life. We're no different from each other. Only the personality, the things you create up in your mind, that's the only thing that can actually be different. That is the difference. And fundamentally, we all feel the same life. Why am I gay? Because I'm happy. Thank you, Justin, the YouTube channel. Okay. I worship God too. Yeah. I'm a servant of God. The awakening, yeah. Thank you all for being here. I love all you guys. The mind is collective, yeah. It's not your mind. All your thoughts were already here before. You just have a reoccurrence of them. You're never addicted to anything you're actually only addicted to the thoughts. There are no new thoughts or experiences. That's, yeah, Jay West Bay. We're actually going to hit my main point finally today. An hour into this, we're hitting the main point. We might have to go against the river if it ain't going to love. Yeah. Heard one sentence, period, bunny. God, good is life, and God is good. Yeah, because God has made life. He has the moral compass. When stuff feels good, that's what we like to do. When stuff feels bad, then we know we're doing something wrong. He has to install this in here, else we would just tear our body apart. And then we would never learn anything. All evil, you can override what feels bad, but a lot of people do this. It's the whole problem. Okay, they do it all the time. Because the mind is so strong that if you get too caught up in the mind, you can override the bad feelings, the feeling of what your body's telling you not to do, such as align with the devil and fear. It feels bad. But if you're stuck in your head, you can ignore it or not acknowledge it. This is all an evil person is doing and saying. They're just stuck in their head, and then from the head, you can say anything is right. You can push through anything. You can do anything through the head. Okay? Even if it's negative. So if there's some type of drug somebody takes, or if you eat a poisonous plant, yeah, you might feel negative about it, but in your head you can create some type of illusion that you like it or that it's good for you. So there you go. The whole feeling bad is what a sin really is. People just don't have awareness of their body and how it feels. Very simple. It's just simply they're stuck, they're too much in their head. Yeah. Hello, Renee Medlin. We are creators. Yeah. To be comfortable, you may have to be in a comfortable. Yeah, but you would still be comfortable. Peace with a blessing. It doesn't matter. Yeah. As long as I feel good, I could go straight to hell. I could be surrounded by demons. Doesn't matter. I feel amazing. They would want this. It's what they want too. And my amazingness and God living life would outshine them real easily. Yeah. Nothing can beat God because it all comes from Him. Anytime you feel negative, anytime you feel sad, even evil is just feeling bad. And usually not knowing it, that's the problem, because then they're not aware. They're not aware of how they're feeling. And they're stuck in the negative thoughts. But anybody that feels anything negative, it's because you're going against it and you're making it harder. Our spirit naturally always feels amazing. And everybody wants to feel good. No one wants to feel negative or bad. So anytime you are negative or you don't like your life, it's simply reminding you, it's guiding you, hey, you need to go back on this path. You need to choose love. That's all it is. That's why you don't like it. Okay? Science doesn't recognize divine intervention. It's trying to. Yeah. What's work have to do with anything, Corey? Hello, Jeremy Schmidt. Those women are saving souls. Yeah. We must praise women. Okay? It's not always about being sexually to the women. Guys are so hyena hornied, hyped up. You got to understand that's just gonna bust you in the ass. As soon as you control yourself, you won't even care about sex. Okay? Sex is just a thought. That's why it ruins people's lives. Can men have babies? Well, apparently the baby sperm, which makes the baby, is already inside of them. So they're the one that's giving the baby. And they're the one that shoots it. Work creates taxes that funds benefits with folk. Okay. We can help people without taxes or with taxes. And there's enough money where any rich person could help out all the people that need benefits. Yeah, if we simply start working together. Yeah. Women ain't supposed to be preachers according to your Bible. Well, I just brought up this point the other day that women were neglected. Yeah. And if you're trying to talk about me, it's really weird to say, but but if you're just saying it in general, yeah, so what? I'm completely against that. Yeah. Women, they can preach. It was blessed to get past the stage of one thing. Yeah. It's so funny because we always think we want something. That's the whole thing that we want, is to actually stop wanting. Yeah. Because then you're free. Overcoming sex, as much as it sounds like a disrupt to your mind, it's the most freeing thing. Like, literally, it's the most freeing thing. It's the hardest thing to get over. But you'll feel, it's what everyone in the world faces as a problem. Yeah. The animal instinct. This actually happened naturally with me. Because there came to a point, I was always happy. But there came to a point I had a little residue of my first girlfriend. And I actually finally got it out of me. And then I even became the happiest I've ever been. I was probably already the happiest before in the world and didn't even know it. But then I was just so happy. I didn't even think about sex anymore. I didn't even think about like women anymore. It's already inside of you. You're creating a thought of wanting something outside of you. It's illusionary. Once you start doing and making yourself happy and just doing stuff you like, the woman's just gonna fall right into your lap. It's when you try to like cling on to her and you know, try to really put in effort. Ramanaha Marshi, one of my favorites. I seen just one thing from him yesterday, and it's true. Effort is bondage. As soon as you stop trying so hard, everything comes to you effortlessly. Quack, quack. Appreciate you for all being here. Hello, I make art. Hello, YouTube. I look like an insane person. Well, that looks kind of funny. Thank you for saying that. Hello, Toya Wiggins. It's hello, Rodrigo. How are you? What do you mean by evolution proves? What do you mean by that, Zanger? Not sure what you're referring to. His first girlfriend was a pig? So what? And you act like you know me. And even if you got to know me, you still wouldn't know me. See. It's easy to get over sex when you never had it. You wouldn't like the truth if I said it to your face. Yeah. Because then you would get upset, and I never would want you to get upset. So I'd never say that. Yeah. So sex is just an idea. Doesn't matter what you think about it, native. Anytime you think about sex and you play with your little... How's it going? You play with little Jimmy? Well, little Jimmy screams. He tells you to stop. Okay, and you feel like poop afterwards. So, yeah. Who's to say I haven't had sex before? Bro, the next stage of my level, God has me silent and watching, a lot of energy. Yeah, they're not going to have no clue because they're not thinking. They're not actually using their brain. Their brain's using them. Yeah, your brain's more so an antenna. Yeah, they'll see, but we'll just have to let them be. I don't really care about people's negativity. If someone, wants to be on my side, then they want to switch up, change sides. Like, you're not affecting me. It has nothing to do with me. Yeah. Those who want to be with me are simply going to be with me. Yeah. It's not my choice. I mean, I can have sympathy for each and every person, yeah, but there's other people I need to reach. There's other stuff that needs done. Yeah. Yeah, but being silent and watching, that's a lot of people do that when they're about to become enlightened. When they're about to finally, when they're about to feel God in the full form. Trust me, I could go sit away in a cave or in some cabin and never talk to anybody for the rest of my life. I've already found life. I know the meaning of life. And simply, there's nothing outside of me. There's nothing outside of you. Only the things you describe in your mind. You're trying to name things outside of you, and then you force these situations and meetings. Yeah. I don't do none of that. So that's just that. I could do that. I'd be perfectly fine. And I've been happy. Yeah. Even before this. So, but no, I'm actually out here trying to help people. I got techniques, and I'm willing to go at arm's length to do anything to show them how much I love them and how much you are love. The present people today are really lost from any understanding because the world has an extension of people who want them to forget. Yeah, but those people don't remember themselves, so they can't make you remember. There's always this earth, it is built where there's always going to be an antagonist, but simply don't focus on it. Yeah. Because then it has no power to you. Yeah. I mean, if we were completely conquered and we were all chained up like slaves and building blocks, well, then we would all be chained up like slaves building blocks. But we actually have opportunities. Okay? But I know what you mean. So I got a donation. Let's see. Hello, Black Hole. Hello, Amanda. God bless you. All donations are going to my international community. We're going to be making the best. I made a post, and we're going to be choosing the best place for the first one. And it's going to be where you can volunteer and live for free there. We will be finding God, studying spirituality, okay, and helping the entire world there. Also, it's going to be a stress-free environment. And then there's going to be visitors that are allowed to pay and stay, not necessarily volunteering. So all donations, big or small, are going towards this. And I already have one investor. I'm looking for some more. Negative equals anti-masturbator. I don't know what you mean by that. The fool says in their heart, his heart, there is no God. There are trillions and endless paradoxes in reality. Yeah, and it's nice to meet you too, Amanda. Thank you. What? Yeah, that is true what you said. I make art. Which human has the authority to decide Who goes to hell? Not you. Hell, you're gonna be in hell simply before you even get there, because then your mind will take you there. That's how it works. When you're not aware of your actions, you're not aware of how you're feeling, and you're casting out this energy. You simply have to know how you feel to know the energy you're casting out. That's how you know where you're going in those terms. But if you're caught up in the mind, and life is fear, then you go to fear. That's how that works. And that's what any scripture or any religion is trying to point to. You will be in a state of hell in your mind. Most people are not. You don't see these people that are real. All this hell and devil stuff is always exaggerated. It's not what it is. You don't see these evil people running the streets. That's why I don't even care if you talk about them, because if they were in front of us, we would do something. That's simple. People, oh, we're being run. No, we aren't. That's just your idea of some fake BS. That's your perspective. That's making you feel bad. You're making yourself feel bad. Nobody has nothing to do with it. You already feel amazing. You're already happy. Then you'll do what needs to be done. So people that go to hell have already created a hell for themselves to go to. Yeah, which is acting against life, and it's already in their mind. Oh, sorry, I didn't know that was you, Amanda. I thought that was somebody else asking a question. I swear. But that's how that works. So. I look so happy. Okay. You're creating, I'm consuming. I mean, we're all creating and we're all consuming. Yeah, that's just how the life works. Did you say click your heels 3 times? That's hilarious. The sight of you making you sick, that's an image that you're putting in your head that's making you sick, and you're choosing to react that way. You're making me sick. I could say the same thing. I'll see you, Jeremy Smith. Take our world back. Yeah, it's what we came here to actually uplift humanity. But first you have to have awareness of this. And also you have to be in a state of love and happiness. You're just going to make, if you're in a state of anger, you're just going to make people oppress you. And you're going to make people that are angry more angry. Oh, you have a toothache? Equal side effects equal death. I think NATO feels attraction. I know he keeps talking about me. I'm just living in his head. Electric and water should not bleep anything. Yeah, I know. But you might know that, Jay West Bay, but most of the people don't know that. Do you understand? So we're not on the same level, and we're going to accept the challenge, work with what we got. That's the thing, is like, we may know something, but most people don't know it. Do you guys agree with me? Yeah, spiritual realms exist. That's very true. Hello, Bella, Kush, Powder. Save the world and insult people who are trying. Yeah. You only can be with good or bad. There's no in between. In between means you're wondering, means you're may, which is just as almost, it's very near bad. Let's just say that. Anyways, because a lot of people do wonder. I mean, just wandering around with their life aimlessly. Okay. So that makes it up easy to be controlled. Or just simply lost. It's but sometimes loss can be profound for some people. If you actually search, then you'll find every seeker finds what he seeks. So there's only good and there's bad. But if you're not aware of when you're casting out bad, because you get locked in your head, or you're not aware of how you're feeling, then you don't know if you're on the bad team. Most people that are on the bad team don't even know what they're getting into. They're not even aware. Some of us are aware. Some of us are just waking up. So, that sun's hitting, huh? We'll stay here for a second. What would Easy Peasy do? Oh, we have another Australian. Yeah, there's a lot of people from Australia. You have a speeder bike? It's completely past human understanding. The only way you'll verify God is you'll only know when you feel him. It is actually just feeling you're living life. And it takes a silence of the mind. There's no understanding from the mind. That will come maybe later. The understanding is when you actually feel him. It's what we're always trying to feel. Okay. The mind can't comprehend this because the mind has to be in complete silence to feel all of life, to feel love, to abide in the feeling as if you are the feeling itself. Because that's what you really are. You are the feel of life. And once you feel your life, you feel all of life. Because that's the principle. That's the only thing to feel. That's the only thing that you can verify. Because you feel it. You know. In all of life, no matter if you would even escape galaxy, go to a different world, you just feel, it all feels fundamentally the same. The search is within you. Hell is a lifestyle. Belongs in hello. Someone actually said that the other day. No, I mean I've experienced hell on earth. My body was messed up the last 9 years. It's my whole story of how I got here. But it was hell. It was the worst type of hell because I simply couldn't eat food. And it's one of the worst. It's one of the worst things. What is it called? Torments to happen to you. Because it would be easier to die than to continually be malnourished. Yeah. Mahandi for president? Can you tell me why in the UK we are suffering assault and violence in the unseen? People are in pain. How are they doing it? Well, it's not being in controlled. It's why are people acting crazy? And why is this not being contained? Yeah. And it shouldn't be happening to you, Linda Anderson. So we have to stay in this state of love, the state of positivity. Then it doesn't matter what happens on the outside. Because we're projecting, we're worrying about something outside. Whether it's true or not, it's affecting how we feel. But it's just a projection. We already feel amazing. Why would you ever, just anybody in general, choose to feel something else? When you choose love and you feel it inside of you, then you're choosing to love the world. And this is the best way to have sympathy and compassion. Yeah. And I'm sorry that's happening, Linda Anderson. People don't want that to go on, obviously. The species needs God more than ever. Yeah. I'm going to scroll to the top of the comments. I want to come live with you now. Well, I'm going to be setting something up. I mean, I can't say next year. I mean, maybe I'll hold retreats somewhere in the meantime. Because next year is when I'm really going to rack in the money to build this place. Because I'm going to be traveling worldwide to teach the techniques and to also help people, just as I'm doing live, but people can ask the questions in person, and then we can feel the presence together. You can see the happiness inside of me, and you can also feel the love. Yeah. I'm not like the working part is just going to be supplied from my money once I have enough, and just making money when we create the intentional community. But we're mainly, that's going to be one aspect of it. But you won't have to worry about that, because we're going to be having our own eggs, our own fish. We'll even have like sheep for wool, our own fabrics, maybe an iron in a smithy. So jewelry making. And then we're gonna give some of that to us, and then we're gonna supply it to the world. So that's how that's gonna work. And you can always email me distractions from power. Or, that's a great way to stay in touch with me. And I appreciate that, yeah. And we can talk more about it. And so, same with anyone. That's the only thing I want. There are atheists who sins much less than some theists. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Gino. Hello, J fam. Eat the next thing I find on the ground. I was thinking about taking the guru out of my username, which would just be my last name at that point. Hello, Strong Foundation. What, referring to 4chan? Thank you, Mathin Bannon. That's real nice of you to gift out those. Yeah, thank you so much. And again, all money that's donated is going to the international community. Everyone's going to be welcome to visit. And most people are going to be allowed to volunteer there. Yeah. And then you're going to have the techniques, and you're going to feel God. And you're going to be happy. Thank you, Mathin Bannon. Just know that membership is a monthly thing, so you might have to cancel it next month if you want to. That's real nice of you. When we start thinking of others, start thinking of the world as an entirely, we actually get to escape our mind, and then we actually want to help and love humanity. And it's not always about me, me, me. Okay. Hello, G. Should do prehistory. Pottery? Oh, yeah. Like, pottery's a great one. There's pottery, maybe like some archery up in there. It's really whatever's going to be effective and limitless. No, it's going to be definitely possible. I was lost to ignorance. We're all lost in the ignorance. So, we all get lost into it. That's why we're here. Okay, man, like many. How much is enough? Are you talking like how much that I need as like a goal? Or just like how much do we need to like actually live a life out here? Yeah, it is funny that history gets written after it happens. But everything we learned up to a certain age was because of our parents. And so that's on their teachings and awareness. And even more so, we came here for this experience. The world was meant to be backwards. We came here at a certain specific time. Oh, a little elbow bump. if I ever start a channel, I want you as a mod. All right, we're gonna be in here for another like 20 minutes. So I just thought of Wonderful Father's Day. Oh wow, that's crazy. I'm giving you head spins. I'm in Pennsylvania. I make art, but I'm gonna be leaving very soon, supposedly. What's up? Little Leaf, why does he look like that? Because I feel the best I've ever have, and it sounds like you don't. Or you want to feel like this. Yeah. So maybe you should try it. Instead of thinking about it. Imagine you as president. That's a crazy imagination. Yeah, I had somebody else say that I had like really white teeth, but I don't know. I don't think they're that white. And when I look in different mirrors, I see it always, everything looks different. Yeah. But I used to coconut oil pull. I used to do that a lot like 9-10 years ago. And I did do it recently a little bit. Yeah. That whitens your teeth. And it also depends on like the food you eat. I don't know. This live is everything, Matthew Bannon. Getting on drugs is the easy part. Yeah, Jay West Bay, how much does it cost to live? We should be we're not as advanced as we think we are. I don't think that at all. I don't think we're advanced at all. I think we're living in the barbarian ages, just with structures. The same people. Same thinking. And I believe we should all little communities should do their own work. They should have their own goats, obviously their own meat, eggs, honey. Yeah, and then we tear down all the big ass buildings and all the little communities, all the industrial buildings. And then people will work and do the work for themselves, which is very, very minimal. And at that point, people would want to do whatever. And then you'd be in an actual community where you actually do stuff together and talk. It's how we naturally are. Hello, Samuel Levin. Thank you. I actually thought of you, Samuel Levin. I wanted to tell you, if you eat a lot of meat for what's going on with you, and if you focus on soups, like bone broth soups, and if you eat just regular vegetables, try to, maybe some raw, maybe some stemmed or steamed. So meat, vegetables, primarily if you can cook the vegetables, but if you can digest the raw vegetables, you'll know. Even further, with the broths, This should increase your vitality significantly. And also, if you don't want to eat the vegetables, eat fermented food, real rich fermented food. Especially vegetables with the meat. Yeah, it's it's literally the best. It's literally the best diet. Yeah. Bass, bud, babes. I hope you. Yeah. Base. Yeah, I mean that sounds about right. What everybody wants. You look like Trevor off of GTA. Yeah, I mean I get called. People say it like every day, and yeah, I guess I do. I've never really watched or paid attention to GTA. I don't know like the characters and stuff. Yeah, try it, Samuel Levin. I'm sure. I'm sure you're gonna notice big improvements. You'll notice like within a week. Make and get your. You want to get the. You want to get fresh with the meat. You don't want to get like canned sardines. You could try it. Okay, but you want to get like fresh meat. Even frozen meat's fine at this point. But try to avoid canned meat. The life of rolls. Hello, Jagger for Christ. Yeah, I'm happy as I can be. There's no, you already are the happiest. There's nothing outside of you that's gonna make you happy. The happiness is you already are it. This is what you're trying to realize. Hello, Cynthia, Cynthia, Clara. Stuck in a box with horror show. These lost here. How'd you get my phone? Get on my phone? Love your haters. They have no frontal lobe. Okay. Given what's given to help enlighten those live in the mind prison is tied within design to deprive this in. Okay, I guess that was some nice poetry. Got so damn down and sophisticated too. I told him I had nanotechnology. Not sure. Thank you for the donation. I'm guessing that's from A. That's from Canada. Yeah. I know Canada's like cold so much around the year. I don't know if I would want to permanently live there. But yeah, I mean, that's a blessing. I really appreciate that. We've been having people from Canada come in here quite often. Almost like every day at this point. Yeah, but shout out to Canada. God bless you, Math Bannon. That's again, all donations are going to the intentional community, which my thing it should be up in 2 years, 3 years, roughly 2 to 3 years. It's very nice of you to do that. I'll see you later, Jay West Bay. We're going to be getting out of here anyway. I love that emoji, Falcon. You're awesome too, Jagger, for Christ. I've never liked GTA. I've explained this. I don't really play video games anymore. Yeah. It's not that I just have other stuff I have to do. And I don't like GTA for the auto aim. I think that that defeats the whole purpose of the game. Cuz it doesn't take skill to when there's auto aim. Yeah. But I'm thankful for every one of you. You're all blessed. You all have beautiful faces. And you guys can all do tremendous things to change the world. And being happy, feeling this love inside of you, is the greatest thing you can do for the world. And you do this for God. Anytime you feel love or feel the love inside of you, you'll know who that is. And you'll know what you are. Thank you, Math and Bannon. I really appreciate that. Canadian hospitality. Hey. I'll see you then, Matthew. Yeah, me and my friend the other day, we were talking about British accents. And we were talking about Canada accents. I used to say like A more so through text, but then it would just confuse people, so I stopped saying that. But I like saying A. I like it more than hey and hi and hello. Hello, baby from the beach. Well, I guess if Vancouver's right next to like the top of the United States, then yeah. But Canada's very big. I just looked at the map the other day about Canada. And Canada's actually really big. I mean, I know it gets really cold up there. I don't really care what you say, MTB. You're the one thinking about that. That's penetrating your mind. Doesn't mean anything to me. Quack, quack. Yeah, Canada probably would be like a really nice, probably a lot of wildlife, be in nature. I just feel like it would be cold like 9 months out of the year. Oh, what's up, Kevin? It's Matt Bannon. I don't know what lots of immigrants in Canada. Yeah. I would imagine a lot of people don't want to live there. Should Canada be the 51st state? I guess so. It should be. It's kind of fine how it is now, but yeah. What's up, boss? But honestly, I think the whole world should just be one state. It all should speak one universal language. That's what we're all coming to, and that's what we all kind of secretly want. Doesn't mean we're all going to live, and it's not going to be necessarily the exact same things. But I think the whole world should just be together in one nation, one state. Yeah, it can be sometimes hard to get Samuel the bones. Yeah. Sometimes if you buy like a whole chicken, if you can get like sometimes fish places, they throw out the carcass of the fish. So you would just get the carcass, and then you can throw it in a crock pot. You want to make sure though the soups are like, you have to cook them for like 8 hours. That's the key. Yeah. It's one of the best way to like get nutrients, especially if you have something going on. Yeah, the only thing is like it can be like a little process to do it. Yeah. Other than that, Samuel, I'd have to like really think about it. Yeah, because yeah, like I said, it can be like a little quest for sure. Do you have any favorite philosophers? It depends, like who you would say is a philosopher. A philosopher is kind of like a Western word. You know, I'm a big fan. I used to listen to Alan Watts. Yeah. It depends who you call a philosopher. Yeah. But there's none that are really like my favorites, as in philosophers. I even took a philosophy class before in college. Yeah. But I didn't know like all the stuff I know now. Yeah. I know there's like the ancient Greece ones in Rome. But I don't really, they're not really like my favorite. But I like current day ones or in the past. Or Ramaha Maharshi, Osho. I really like Rumi's quotes. I don't really know too much about Rumi. Yeah. I like Muji. I'm a big fan of Eckhart Tolle. Yeah. I'm really a big fan of people taking action in real life, not just simply talking about it. And the thing is, most people don't actually take action in life. So, only a few do. There's another guy, I can't say his name, okay, because it sounds like the N word. But his book is called I Am. And he used to like smoke cigars or cigarettes. Yeah. It's called I Am. I haven't read the book, but he's a real good guy. And there was one other person I was about to name. Oh, Uganda. Uganda has really good knowledge. So, yeah. We gave you Jim Carrey. Yeah, we gave you Jim Carrey. Go non-auto sessions. It's cool there. You can go into a free AIM lobby. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I've really only seen people play like story mode. I played story mode. So yeah, life is GTA. Yeah, Kevin's a Canadian too. Yeah. I mean, why not bring another one to the party? You know, like why not? You gonna have 50 people at your party? Or if one more shows up, what are you gonna say? Oh, we're not gonna have you. You feel pain, Matthew? Well, yeah. I mean, you're always free to email me. I'm giving out free free one-on-ones just right now. So yeah. So you can always email me. Because we could talk about it like right now, but I'm about to be going, so. Canada has the second largest landmass. Yeah, it's like, how would you even know? You would actually have to go somewhere and like actually see how big these places really are. I mean, to me, my whole state seems really big. Pennsylvania. I only really know Pennsylvania. I'm not saying that you're wrong at all. I'm just saying, like, you don't really know how big somewhere is until you've been like across the whole thing. And to like, I don't really know anything about Canada. To me, it seems like there's just a lot of like empty space out there. I'm good with 50. Damn, Lego. Yeah, Canada's a mess politically. How would Canada be like a political mess? It doesn't seem like it would be a mess. That's the global agenda. Well, buddy, it's coming near it's coming near neighborhood towards you, Lego. So it does need more God, Jeremy. The new Earth. All right, I'm scrolling to the beginning, and my life tip is travel as much as you can while you're young. Yeah, I like that. The truth is what the facts are. We went over this like multiple times, Joanna. You just have to come back into another live to get that answer, because we talk about that like every day. Simply, it's your living life, though. And if you actually feel you're living life and shut up the mind, then you actually will feel God himself. It's a feel, and that's the only way to verify it. You actually have to feel it yourself. You can go to a logically perspective and go back to any time that you've ever felt love. And this was actually God himself, what you were feeling. You want to go places to Agartha? Hypobaria. I'm crazy too. Nice to meet you, crazy too. This whole earth is finished. That's a great perspective. Oh yeah, it's definitely coming. It's actually going to be for the better, Lego. It's just if you see it as negative. eh. Well, hey, if the earth is finished, you know, we're still here. So. Hello, DDA. You had an encounter with a demon of lust? It's not my feel. It's the feeling of your living life. It's you're just throwing words down, or you're misinterpreting. It has nothing to do with emotions or any feelings. You always want to feel something, and everybody wants to feel their best. You're living life. You know this logically, and it sounds right when you hear it to your soul. When you actually feel you're living life, that is actually feeling God. Okay? A lot of people's mistranslations don't make sense, and people simply don't convey it. Because most people on earth do not abide in their living life, because it's a feel. And it feels the same for everybody. There's nothing to feel outside of this, because it's happening within inside of you. Yeah. Yeah, the thing about the travel shock, there are many things to it, but it gets you out of your mind. That's what we're all trying to do all the time. So when you see a new place, it's new to you. If you really see me, you're seeing that I'm not thinking. When you go to a new place, this is what happens to you, but you don't have the awareness of what's actually going on. We're always aware when we're not thinking or when we are thinking, but as soon as we're not thinking, we instantly become happy. We instantly feel the best we're ever going to feel. Because that's who you really are, is the non-thinking person. It's actually the feel of life. It's the most incredible, undescribable thing of this universe. And it's made of all of it, everywhere and everything. So when you go to a new place, we're always aware that we're thinking. Most people are aware that they're thinking. Some. But you actually are not aware when you stop thinking. These are your happiest moments. When you go to the concerts or any happy moment you have in the past, such as nostalgia. Because we've been beat into thoughts. You always feel your best because you're simply feeling it. You are it. And you're not attached to a thought, which is just simply judgment or a perspective that you have. The mind creates the abyss, the heart crosses it. Sorry, that's who I meant to mention earlier, Samuel Levin. I don't know how to say his name. Nisar Gadata. Nisar Gadata. I could probably sell more pencils than you and make more money than you, so I wouldn't. I don't want to sell pencils, though. And if I had an interest in doing it, I would already be doing it. But you should grab a number 2 pencil. and take some notes about this, because this is gonna rock your skull. This is gonna make your spirit leave. Yeah, I've always thought Singapore was really nice. Like I feel like Taiwan and Thailand and Singapore and Malaysia, there's something about these places. They just look like incredibly like biblical, mystical. Some, I guess, next to the seas and the water. Hey, I'm gonna cope all the way then, Lego. Yeah. Hello, Alan Morris. Hello, Jacob. So many words, not enough love. I'm definitely out of my mind, and so thank you. And we can totally tell you are too. There's nothing, yeah, there's nothing to lack. Yeah, you tell people hold on to happiness. Yeah, that's nice of you to say that. It's like it's hard for people to do that. It's not a belief, Joanne, and we can obviously see that you're already mad. John Wick's activated. Hello, the armor. Lead by example, nor the shame, but in the way we all wish to be. Yeah. Oh yeah, great to meet you. I make art. I didn't know if this was your first day in here. Thanks for being in here. Hello, the truth found. Yeah, we're about to get out of here. Maybe like one more question or one more statement. Hello, April Stewart. I make art is a great user here. Yeah. God was already here. He didn't come from nowhere. Nothing comes out of something, and something comes out of nothing. Yeah. The feel of life, if you actually feel it, that's all there ever was, and that's all there ever will be. Thank you, the truth found. Thank you, Jagger, for Christ. What do we call a Federation flagship? God is love, yeah. You just simply have to feel it. And if you can't feel it, then you need the actual techniques and methods, because it's already there. Shakespeare, that's what's going on in your mind. You have to realize that. That's going on in your mind. Do nothing, there will be nothing, yeah. It is a real nice day. It's completely worthless. Well, yeah, the truth found. Jesus was searching for you, and we're all about God on here. We talked about Jesus pretty much a lot of the time in here today, and we mentioned him earlier. The body is career, is real, yeah. Oh yeah, everything you do and every day is synchronizing you to the Lord, to love. Everything's seeing you going on. We're all connected. Doesn't matter if we're on stream or off stream. Everything's connected down to the second. It has to be. All right, Lego, I'll see you. MK, I'll see you. There is no mental health care, buddy. You kind of missed that one out there. And thanks for calling me mental health care. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, the truth found. I'll see you. I'll see you, Sundown Blues. Yeah. Thank you for being here, Lego. Thank you for all you do. I'll see you, Falcon. Samuel Levin. Jagger of Christ. Euphoria was here. MK, Jeremy Smith, J. West Bay. God bless all you guys. Shout out to everybody. Kevin, DDA, I Make Art, JFam. Whoever else made it today. Strawberry Mira. All right. Bella Kush Powder. There we go. Ronan. All right. Yeah. Well, I guess I got everybody. Yeah. Thank you, Adam, for that. Oh, thanks for that, West Virginia. I mean, thank you. Yeah, I'm actually going to be moving down that way, but I already have a place. But maybe if I'm doing an event there or something. I thank you all for being here. Thank you, Falcon. Shout out to even the trolls, yeah. I appreciate you, Sundowner Blues. God bless you. You know, God bless all your hearts. And thank you, Dylan Gallier. Funny name. Keep love in your hearts, and you'll never stray away. Yeah, MPV stream. We're all MVPs in here, and again, I'm going to be building that intentional community where everyone's going to live for free if they want to volunteer, and we're going to be using the techniques to feel God, and we're all going to be working for each other to better the world. Amen. All there is love. Why would you choose something else? Recognize when you choose something else. Okay. So there we go. Thank you, Douglas. Thank you, God is love no matter life. I like that. That's something I would do. Live a nomad life. I'll see you guys.